So as you may or may not know, I go to UCLA, and UCLA, we're on the quarter system, which means we don't start school until like September 25th. But I've already done all my stationery shopping for this year because I just really like stationery, so I'ma just show you it. So first, as you may or may not know, I interned in New York this summer, and while I was in New York, I obviously have to visit one of their many Muji stores. And while I was Muji, I picked up a couple of things. The first thing I got are 2 of these Muji notebooks. These are the A5 high quality paper open flat notebooks in the grid style, and they have 80 pages each. The grid on these is really light. You can't really see the vertical lines, which is something I personally prefer, but I know it's not everyone else's taste. The reason why I got these 2 notebooks is because I've kind of gotten back into bullet journaling recently, and I go through bullet journal notebooks pretty quickly since I also journal in them and not just plan in them. So these are just 2 notebooks that I plan on using for bullet journal purposes in the future. The next thing I got from Muji is this 30cm ruler. The reason why I got this ruler is kind of a funny story. So last year I didn't have a ruler, so whenever I needed a ruler for ruler purposes, I would always have to like ask my roommate to borrow her ruler, and I'm pretty sure she got annoyed with me about that at one point. So I have a ruler now, so I don't have to keep bothering her for a ruler. And the really cool thing about this ruler is that you see it's like 15 centimeters now, but you can kind of like unfold it and it becomes 30 centimeters long. And so that's just really cool. The final thing that I got from Muji are these 2 retractable pens. I got one in the color purplish red and one in the color purple. I'm gonna be honest, the only reason why I got these is because I walked past their like wall of pens and it just looked really aesthetic and really pretty, so I just wanted some Muji pens. I actually kind of regret getting these pens because I'm not the biggest fan of Muji pens personally. There's like no grip on them because it's just a smooth plastic cylinder. I definitely like the Zebra Sarasa pens a lot more, but like I said, the wall of pens at Muji was really aesthetic, and these were just 2 colors that I kind of wanted, so I got them. Speaking of Zebra Sarasa pens, the next thing I got, no longer from Muji, are a bunch of Zebra Sarasa pen refills. As you may or may not know, but Zebra Sarasa pens are my pen of choice. I use them for all my notes and I write a lot using them. So I just got some pen refills for when I inevitably run out of ink. Speaking of refills, next I got paper refills for my notebook. This paper is the Tokyo Campus SAR paper in the B5 6mm dotted line rule. The reason why I like this paper so much is because it's super high quality. There's not a lot of bleed through when I write on it, and it's super smooth to write on. Now, the reason why I got this paper specifically is because I use the Tokyo Campus binder notebook to take all my notes. If you don't know what this is, it's basically just like a refillable notebook. And so I need paper to make this refillable notebook function. So I just got paper for that. And finally, the last thing that I got are some iPad pencil holders. The reason why I got these is because the iPad that I have is like the 8th generation iPad, and I've had it since like 2020. So the like Apple Pencil holder thing on there is completely broken and it like no longer holds my Apple Pencil. So I got these to just replace the Apple Pencil holder on my iPad case, so hopefully it does the job that it needs to do and holds my Apple Pencil. That's all I got. I know it's not a really big haul, and that's just because I already have a lot of things that I can use for the upcoming year, and so I don't feel a need to really get a lot more things, and I don't want to encourage overconsumption.